Hey everyone, so a couple of months ago, I actually got tagged by Brandilovesbeauty to do the 10 products under $10 tag, and I am a horrible person and just getting like around to doing that tag now, but I think it's a great tag. When I was picking out products to put in this tag, I kept going to the same products, so I was like, okay, you have to go to something that you haven't always talked about, because I feel like lately I don't want to keep bombarding you with the exact same thing, because that's technically like the same video with a different title. So I tried to pick things that I haven't necessarily really talked about too much. I do have some things that are kind of just like staples. I'm just going to go ahead and get started. The first two things I'm going to discuss are my favorite foundations from the drugstore. The first one is a holy grail, and I know I've mentioned this several times and I'm going to mention it again, and it's the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Makeup. The color that I'm wearing is W4.5 Fresh Beige because I haven't gotten any sun this entire summer. It is incredibly depressing. The True Match line comes in a warm range, neutral, and cool, so it should suit every undertone, and they also carry at least I think 24 shades. They may have more than that, and it blends like a dream. It is a very liquidy foundation. I do hate that it doesn't have a pump because it can get a little messy. It looks like skin, and the coverage is buildable to full coverage. It's pretty much like a medium coverage, but you can definitely build it up and sheer it out. The only other thing about this, besides not having a pump, is that it doesn't last. It's not a long wear makeup. So use a primer or set it with something or mix it with something else that's going to make it last longer, because you're probably not going to get too much more than like 6 hours out of this product. The other foundation that I've been loving lately is the CoverGirl All Day Flawless 3-in-1 foundation. This is in the color Sand. Here, it comes with a pump. And they have a lot of shades also, and this is amazing at controlling oils if you have oily skin, and it has great coverage. I have found that for me, this best applies when I use a sponge. I can't really use my fingers, and I don't like using a brush. It just doesn't blend well. I've been loving that, and I've kind of just been mixing the two of those together to give me, the properties of the other one, so I get like, the best results. So anyway, moving along. The next thing I have is the e.l.f. Beauty Book. Looks like this. There are 12 eyeshadows. It also came with a brush and then an eyeliner on the bottom. The pigmentation of these eyeshadows is amazing. So that's 4 of them right there. You get matte shades as well as some shimmery shades, highlights, lid colors, outer crease colors. It's going to come with a mirror, instructional steps, an eyeliner. You can travel with this. It is just crazy good, okay? So the next product that I have, or products or whatever, are eyeshadows also. And it's basically just the brand, but I'm going to show you different ones that I have. So Wet n Wild eyeshadows are amazing. I have the 8-pan palette here. And then I have the 6-pan palettes, which unfortunately they don't make anymore, but I'm pretty sure you can find them on Amazon or eBay, or maybe still some like select Rite Aids. And then they also have their single eyeshadows. The pigmentation of these, first of all, Wet n Wild is dirt cheap. The pigmentation of these is amazing. Do you see that? What is that? That's crazy. They blend like a dream, and they last all day. They're not chalky. You will get a little bit of fallout from the darker colors. That's perfectly okay. I can swipe that away. But the product itself is great. A lot of these are spot on dupes for a lot of higher end eyeshadows, and so I think they are great products that are well under $10. So the next product I'm going to talk about is NYX's Eyeshadow Base. Now, I've talked about this before, and I think it sucks as an eyeshadow base on its own. Maybe I just have the most oily eyelids in the world, but wearing this by itself, it creases like crazy regardless of how thin I apply it on my eyelids. So what I like to use it for is to, after I have put a eyeshadow primer that's going to work, I put this over it to neutralize my eye area and to get rid of any discoloration or veining that you can see because the skin right there is just so thin. Also, it makes an amazing brow bone highlight If you just want something that's matte and kind of neutral, just goes with everything, you can apply this under your brows, and it's a really nice highlight. It's very creamy, you get a lot of product in there, and so I think this is going to work really well as just something that just neutralizes color. The next product that I have is by Wet n Wild, and it is the Fergie like Center Stage line, the Take on the Day eyeshadow primer. So once again, Wet n Wild is very inexpensive, and this is an amazing eyeshadow primer. It's going to keep your eyeshadows staying on your lids all day. They're not going to fade. It's going to keep them from creasing and control the oils that, you know, would naturally settle in the lines on your eyes. So really love that. And then I have two eyeliners. The first one is Milani's Ultra Fine Liquid Eyeliner. I just happen to have this color in Emerald Glisten because I love emerald, but this eyeliner itself, if you want a waterproof eyeliner, I suggest that you try this one out, because not only is it waterproof, but it's going to stain the skin. I have used it, and then after I've taken my makeup off, noticed that I still have this faint green line across the top of my eye. So it's going to last. It's not going to budge. It's not going to flake. The tip of it is nice because it's a felt tip, but you like dip it in, so it's like the best of both worlds, like a brush with the felt tip also, and it's very tiny and precise, so it makes doing wings very simple. The other eyeliner that I have is Maybelline's Master Precise by Eye Studio liner. This one here, and this is in black. So it's another felt tip pen, and it has a longer tip, but it's extremely pointy. If you have difficulty doing wing eyeliner, I suggest going with something that's a felt tip marker, and then it has an extremely fine point there so that you can get right on the base of your lashes, and it's kind of just going to draw the line for you. You just have to press it down. But this thing is very pigmented, so that's it right there. The only thing that I don't care about this one is that it's not waterproof. But other than that, the pigmentation is crazy. It dries to a matte finish. It's going to last all day and not flake. Okay, so the next product that I want to talk about are NYX's Liquid Crystal Glitter Eyeliners. And I have these two here. One is in Crystal Silk, which is the gold one, and then I have Crystal Pewter, which is this gorgeous purple silver pewter color here. These are brush tips, and they're extremely fine. They have an extremely fine point, so it's going to make drawing a line very easy. And so that's what they look like there. The glitter of them is like crazy. They're very pigmented. A lot of times when you use a glitter eyeliner, you pull it out and it's like dried out. There's nothing there. You get like one piece of glitter every, you know, 1 millimeter. But this is like a straight stream of glitter the entire time. So I really like using these. Okay, so the last part that I'm going to talk about are the Maybelline Color Whispers. Maybelline finally came out with their version of a lip butter, lip gloss type combo, and they have about, I don't know, 20 something shades. It's crazy, and lots of colors: pinks, neutrals, reds, corals, nudes, which is neutral, everything. The first one I have here is Matte for Magenta, which looks like that. The great thing about these is if you don't like a lot of color, or you're looking for something that's kind of just everyday, these are amazing for that. That one in the middle there is Mocha Muse. There you go. And then the last one I have here is Coral Ambition. So there's that one. So I think that these have a pretty decent amount of pigmentation for what they are. Sometimes you just want a sheer wash of color if you are just running some quick errands, or you don't like to wear a lot of makeup, or you just want to do a little, you know, just a little something that makes it seem like you put a lot more effort into it than you did. These are pretty nice for that. They give you the moisturization of a lip balm. They have a little bit of sheen to them. Some of them are much more pigmented than the others, but you can build it up, you can sheer it out. They are so cute in the packaging. And then the best thing is that they are way under $10, and they have a million colors. All right, so those are my 10 products under $10. I tag anybody that wants to do this video and leave it as a video response, or you could just leave anything you suggest down below. And yeah, don't forget to hit the subscribe button somewhere above my head here. Thank you guys so much as always for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.